Who's the fly in here? Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? Hey, how are you? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out. It's been so long since I went live. I'm trying to figure out, like live. How do I click on a video? I think this is it.
Never overdo it with
Turn it down. Hey, Wonder. How are you? Hey, Stacy. Let me make my screen bigger, y'all, because I don't have my glasses. Yeah, I can see that. So if I'm looking over here, it's because I'm looking at the comments over here where I can see y'all. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Edwin. Hey, Shatika. Hey, girl. How you doing? Hey, Tara. Hey, Molly. How are you? How are y'all doing today? Oh, God. It's a fly in here. There's a fly in here. Sorry for the impromptu, however you say it, live. But I wasn't done editing my other video, so I said, let's just do it live. How are y'all doing today? Hey, Church Buoy. Hey. Hey, dear family. How's the gardening going? I am Valerie, South Florida. Listen, Valerie, it's going. I took my starts out. Well, I haven't even edited that video. I took my starts out. I'm so ready to put them out into the garden, but I'm trying to get used to being here in North Carolina. And while it's 82 degrees today, I looked at the forecast, 10 days out. So next week it's getting down to like 40. Well, cucumbers don't really like that. So I'm like, I want to put them out because our lows are like in the 50s and 60s. But next week it's going to be like near 39. So I don't know what to do. Hey, WW. Hey, Molly. How are you? Hey, Denise. I actually started back exercising today, Shatika, because that's one of the things my doctor said I needed to work on. So it was that. And lower my cholesterol some more. So I started back today and it was rough. I didn't record it. I said I'm just not going to record it because it won't get done if I record it. It just won't get done. Church Boy says, got my tulips and tomatoes going good, starting cabbage. That's good. I'm actually, instead of sitting here on here, I said I was going to go ahead and start my watermelon today. But honestly, I think I need to wait another, with looking at the weather, I need to wait at least another 2 weeks or a week at least. And then I'm going to soak my seeds first for 2 hours. And then I'm going to put them in cups and grow them. And it doesn't take that long for them to start growing. So like within 7 days, I should have a little start. So I don't want to do it too far ahead of when I need to be putting it out because the soil needs to be a certain temp. Hey, the scaredy cat gardener, how you doing? I'm so proud of you. I don't always get to comment because sometimes I'm on the go, but I'll be catching your little, what is it? The shorts that I barely do. That's why I can't remember what it is. And it's really good. Shatika, you've been gardening. I need to mute this. Feedback. Yeah, all is well. All is well. Um, Missing my son away at school, but all is well. Um, so you see the title. I want to talk about that a little bit. Some of the things you already know are on this particular list, but I wanted to, just say hey to y'all and thank y'all for supporting the channel. Because I don't go live a lot. It makes me nervous. I'm nervous to go live, honestly. You can tell. Thank you, Shatika. I haven't been over there to that channel in a long time. It's hard for me to watch a lot of people and still get stuff done. Most times I'm driving. I know I shouldn't be watching anything. Or I'm riding in a car and I'm watching. What'd you say? Monique. Hey Monique, how are you? You got potatoes and all your greens planted out. Where are you at? What zone are you in? I'm afraid to, I know I can't do my cucumbers and stuff like that. I probably can do my tomatoes, maybe. I did do peppers in my front because I have a raised bed, a small one in the front of my house. So I did do some spicy peppers up there, and they've been doing fine in the weather. I'm just nervous about the cucumbers, although they've been outside for 2 days now, overnight at that. Hey, Tara. Molly is in Southern Illinois. I have green peppers and cantaloupes up indoors, thriving, growing from seed. How big are your cantaloupes inside? Like, I know I could do peppers and all of that. So I could do the majority of these things in my sunroom, but this year I'm trying not to plant in buckets. I like planting in buckets. My husband doesn't like the buckets messing up and killing the grass in a little circular, you know. But honestly, my squash grew great in buckets. And some grew okay inside of the raised beds, but I didn't plant a lot of big things in the raised beds, so I don't know how it's gonna go. It's making me nervous about planting this year because I really want a good harvest. Hey Trish, yes you did. Welcome in. Thank you, Tara. I have a broody chicken right now. She just want to sit on everybody's egg, her eggs, the other chicken's eggs, the fake eggs. It don't matter. It's like she barely go out to eat. I literally have to push her off of the eggs so she would go out and eat while I get the eggs. I'm like, I don't even have a rooster. You're not going to get chicks from this. Today I am, well, the past couple of days, Tara, I've been enjoying the weather. It's been pretty warm here. Now, next week, it's still going to be warm in the day, but this weather here is so flippant. I'm still trying to get used to it. It's like how you go from 80, almost 90 something degrees to 39 and 40 degrees. I don't know. Your tomatoes already blooming, Robin. That's good. My squash are already blooming and they're not even outside in the beds yet. They started in the sunroom. And so I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to take everything outside. I was going to do the whole transition. You know, you take them out one day for 1 hour, second day, 2 hours, yada, yada, yada. I said, bump it. I'm tired. I'm just going to take this stuff out. And I took them out and they did fine. They acclimated just fine in like 24. Today is the second day though. But the first 24 hours, I didn't have any issues with them. It's hot. Yeah, it's hot. It's 82 degrees here today. It really, really is. Very warm. I went to the main homestead further up in the mountain. And my mother-in-law and brother-in-law, they were dispatching roosters. He had so many roosters. So they were doing that and a couple of ducks. And I guess they were going to make like dog treats or something like that. So that's all I did today. I didn't do, I mean, other than tending to my animals before I went there, that was it. I was like, I'm just not doing anything. I need a break. Ken P just across the line. Tennessee, I have had a freeze this latest. See what I'm saying, Ken? I don't know. And I wish I wrote this down last year to remember when was the last frost that we had. Our last frost here was supposed to be this week or last week. We getting kind of close to it next week, so I don't know. I know you can't depend on that stuff, but I don't know. But what have y'all been up to? Let me know in the comments. I'm reading them now. Church Boy McClendon. I moved to condo, many rules, no chickens, planting in pots. It is so hot. Are you saying you can plant? Can you plant in pots? Hey Martin, how are you? I was just checking my emails. I didn't see anything from you. I was like, wow, nothing's happening in the news, because I was looking for a news story to do. And I said, well, I'll just go live, whatever. Scaredy cat gardener. Me too. I don't have any either. I mean, I did plant some the other day. Some flowers, some plants that my husband gave me, I think last year for Mother's Day. I can't remember what they were, but they were pretty. They don't last long. Once they bloom, they don't last long, but they are perennials. So they had more bulbs this year. So I was able to plant some in the front of my house and in the back, but I don't know when they're going to come out. But I do need some more plants, and I do have my seeds ready to go. I started some marigolds and stuff like that in the sunroom, but I don't know if it just got too hot in there for them, because they just kind of withered. So I guess I'm going to direct sow those, but I do need some plants around the house. Yeah, that's a good thing though, Martin. A slow day. And, you know, I've seen other people post some things that's been going on in China and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm just selective these days, I guess. And then I'm trying to figure out my whole analytic thing. I don't know if I'm like messing up my analytics by trying to do homesteading and do these news stories, but I'm like, this is what I enjoy doing, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. Plenty of Walmart news and gas down here. No gas. Yeah, I reported on that the other day. You speaking in Florida? I did a story on that the other day, but gas prices are creeping up. They definitely are. I mean, it's getting hot. It was going to happen anyway. And then stuff happening with China and Russia and the Saudis. So we're going to be paying. It's going to cost us, especially if we want to go anywhere. And I am going somewhere really soon. Well, Jonathan, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I am one person with two eyes and I can't see everything. I thank you for coming in. If you feel you have to leave, that's fine. I did not see your question. All you have to do is put it back in the comments. And if y'all have a question, put it in caps so I can see it. I don't know why people have to be so rude when they say stuff. I'm not ignoring you. I just didn't see it. Hey, Only Pam. Hey, Camilla. Camille, I'm sorry. Do you like North or South Carolina better? I like the beauty of North Carolina because I'm in the mountains. So I like that. I miss South Carolina because one, my older children still live in South Carolina. My mother lives with my sister in near Charleston, South Carolina. And I have siblings that live in South Carolina, Sumter and Columbia. So I miss Columbia a lot when it comes to that. But I love the scenery of being here. And this is honestly the first, not the first time I've ever moved out of South Carolina, but the first time I've been moved out and stayed away as long, even though I go down there a lot, but actually left. It's hard because I don't have any family here. I just have my husband and my youngest child because my son, my 17-year-old son, because I have a 34-year-old son too. My 17-year-old son goes to college and he's in South Carolina. So yeah, I miss South Carolina. Thank you, Martin. Yeah, I'm still a Carolina girl, so it's all good. Since I've been house hunting. Wait a minute, let me go up and make sure I ain't missing somebody. I don't need nobody else mad at me. Life is too short to be getting mad at people so fast for nothing. Let's see. I'm just going to go all the way up. I spoke to Molly Church. Deborah says it's cold and rainy in Michigan. It's supposed to rain Saturday. Well, it's supposed to rain Saturday, but not where I'm at, where I'm going. Hey, WW, I didn't see you. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Okay. Y'all give me a second. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Hey, Shayna, how are you? Y'all, I don't have my glasses on. And I did make my words larger on here. I don't want to make it too large. Hold on. I feel like I should move my camera. I had to text my husband. As soon as I went to go live, he started playing music. I'm like, I don't need to get demonetized. Hold on. Could you turn that down just a little bit for a few minutes? Okay, it's all Trish. Tara. Hey, Gypsy. How are you? How are you? How are you? Y'all, please hit that like button if you have not. I really, really appreciate it. Because Lord knows YouTube is just not working well with me right now. It's very defeating. My husband's going to come here and be like, are you live? Because I'm in my bedroom. I was supposed to be taking a nap, y'all. I told him I was going to take a nap. Okay. There's Jotham. I hope I said your name right. Thank you for subscribing. I hope that you are still subscribed. If you are not, go ahead and hit the red button again. I apologize for missing your comment. Do you find YouTube suppresses prepper content? Excuse the French. Hell yeah. Yes, they do. Well, I'll change that. They suppress some people's content. I noticed the bigger YouTubers, they definitely are not missing out on any kind of push from YouTube with their content. But I've seen some really good small channels talking about prep and stuff, and hardly get any views. So I don't know what that's about. Gypsy Vandal says I have to get a couple new containers for my container gardening. I love container gardening. I love container gardening, but my husband does not. He does not. I was sitting here all day, well, not here, but I was trying to figure out how I'm going to do my watermelons this year. Because last year, and you'll see it in a video that I have coming up, I think it's in tomorrow's video, I did a little clip of my garden from last year, my first time growing here, and trying to figure out the soil, how I'm gonna grow, where I'm gonna grow. Well, I had watermelon and pumpkins growing in the huge raised bed. They were beautiful, and they were growing, you know, they grow out. And so usually when he's getting to cut the grass, I run out, grab the pumpkins and the watermelon vines and throw them into the bed so he don't run them over. Well, I wasn't home when he was cutting the grass, and I came back and he did not move those things. And you know, once you nick them, do anything to them, they're gone. I was so upset because they were so green, and you'll see it, they were so green. I even had a little watermelon on. I'm like, and I had a squash that came on it too, and it was gone. It was gone. So I'm live. What's up? Oh, your dad's gonna go get you something to eat. He downstairs.
Did he go today?
Hmm?
To Lenore.
We both went.
You both went?
Yeah. They were dispatching chickens and stuff.
Dispatching chicken.
Chickens and 2 ducks. Like probably about 10 roosters rather. And it seemed like he didn't get the right rooster, because once he was done with all the roosters, it was one of them over there. He was like going to town crowing.
How do I use this?
Yeah, you can have that one.
How do I use it? Spray?
Shake it.
Right.
And then squeeze it. Your sinuses bothering? Mine bothered me all day too.
I bleed.
I'm sorry, y'all.
My nose bleed like 4 times yesterday. So.
Because it's dry. Yeah. Gypsy van. I saw 2. Close my door when you go out. I saw too many stories that may behind stay at home. I'll wait until weekend to go out. Son can go with me today. I mean, we took our youngest child out to Mexican restaurant. Expensive. But you get more food for your money there than you do if you go somewhere else. So that's why we went there. But they had the news on, and I knew, I had heard about what was going on in Chicago, but I didn't realize, I didn't see video of it. And then I saw the video of it, and I was like, this is insane. I mean, what are these kids doing? What are their parents doing? Where's everybody? Church buoy, plenty Walmart news, gas out, I saw that. Gwendolyn Hill. How are you, Gwendolyn? Answered that. Hey, Only Pam. I can't remember if I spoke or not. Crafty Craft. $5 a gallon. Jeez. $5 a gallon. Is that for like the, what is it, 87? Like the cheapest one? That's insane. Well, my husband's truck is down. His big rig truck, for those of you who don't know, he drives trucks, 18-wheeler. So it broke down on him. Ooh, he was so far from home. Where was he at? Iowa, Indiana? I don't know. He was somewhere. And he managed to get it close enough where one of his friends who drives trucks also could transported back here to North Carolina. And he ended up flying back, y'all. So he had to get a plane ticket. That's how far away he was. He had to get a plane ticket, and he flew back here. And he could have just rode with his friend, but he didn't know his friend was going to show up the same day. And he actually got back, and I picked him up from the Charlotte airport. Oh, Thursday last week. And his truck got in the same time he did, so, but he couldn't cancel because you had to like 24 48 hours or something like that. But it was crazy. But gas prices are insane for truck drivers as well. Hey, Lynette. Southern Pines, North Carolina. Oh, well, they say everybody got a twin somewhere, child. Denise, if you're speaking any kind of, and they don't want the people to know, they don't miss the YouTube channel. Yeah. But they still, like, I don't know, Denise. I think it's just, I don't know. I'm just going to shut up about it because they could be listening. But it's all computer, this and that now, so. Hey, let me see. Molly, yes. I just now hit the like button. Thank you, Molly. Shimpy, how are you? First time. I did do something yesterday. I bred my red New Zealand rabbits yesterday. I said I was going to wait until after the Flemish Giants had their kids, so I could see, you know, how many she have or whatever, because this is my first time doing it. And I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and breed them. I was bored yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and breed them. It's been 7 days. That was the time period that I wanted to originally do it anyway. So I did it. They were much easier to breed than the bigger ones. There was like no, it didn't take all day to do it. Like, no pun intended, but he just got right to doing what he needed to do. And he didn't even want me to take her out. Every time I got ready to take her out, he would lay over her body and stuff. And I'm like, look, Peter, you got to move. I got other stuff to do. So it was pretty good breeding session. It was not difficult at all. I'm nervous about it. I've never done rabbits before. So I've bred dogs, you know, bull mastiffs. I have not bred rabbits, and they could have a lot of babies, a lot of kids. So y'all pray for a girl, because I don't know. We're going to figure it out. I told my husband that I'm going to need some nesting boxes. I said, well, I can order one or buy one for the New Zealand's because they're not that big, but I haven't found any online that is big enough for those Flemish Giants. So he was like, you don't need none, just put the straw and stuff up in there and they'll make one right where they at. I'm like, but that ain't how I want to do it. I know that's what they can do because they do what they do in the wilderness, but I'm doing this, so I want to do it a certain way. I'm just particular like that. Let me speak to some more people so we can get into the story. Shimpy, 16 miles from Chicago. I know you glad you 16 miles. That's far enough, I hope. What's happening out there? Hey, is it Will Maria or Will Marie? How are you? Daughter of Zion, how are you? Mrs. Newton, big family, big. Hey, how are you? Gosh, I have not seen you in so long. I'm apologizing that I have not been over there. Hold on. I used to have a book with channel names in it. Okay. Debbie's talking about the gas prices. Hey, Urban Garden Chronicles, how are you today? Hey, Jay, how are you? Hey, Dolores. 30 miles south of Chicago. Thank you for hitting that button, and you be safe out there. It's bad. It's just bad. Hate to see it. Thank you, Terry, and welcome. Lipstick in Life with Michelle. Yes, all day, every day. And Lord knows he needs to be saving some folk right now. He's still working on me, child. This video I got coming out tomorrow. Oh my God. I don't know how me and my husband didn't hang each other in that video. I was just really tired. I'm telling you, I need a break. I'm taking a mental break. I do hope to go live, though, at least one time this weekend with my son so he can say hey to y'all. But, yeah, I need a mental break because let me tell you, the same stuff we do all the time. Mind you, I don't clean out my coop, but like maybe twice a year. I ain't been doing chickens that long, but that's how I plan to do it. To deep bed it so I don't have to clean as much in it, but still make a lot of compost with the pine shavings that I put in there. And we were cleaning that out over the weekend. I'm watching it back as I'm editing it. That's why I didn't have a video for today, because when I do videos like that, I just started editing on my computer. So it's taking me longer to figure this stupid thing out. And I'm watching and listening to us, and I'm like, oh, Jesus is working on us right now. We still got a lot of stuff to work on. And it mainly me, because I'm a quick snapper. I am. When I'm tired, I do. And so he didn't waste any time letting me know that in the video, but y'all see that tomorrow. Let's see. Zephyr says gas went up yesterday on Wednesday, 20 cents. Almost every day it's going up. Every single day. Like, I'm dreading filling up my gas tank, but I will fill up my gas tank 100 times if it means I get to see my 17-year-old. I said, why I call him 17-year-old? My youngest child just turned 17. This is why I tell you I need a break. My youngest child just turned 17. My son in college will be 21 this year. So, yeah. Don't laugh at me. Don't. Kept your gun on your leg. And that's the thing, Jay. He was not able to take his weapon with him because the load that he was carrying was going to be going on military base. And, you know, you can't have those when you go in there. Usually, not usually, all the time, he's always loaded on the hip. But not when he know he got to take a load on a military base. He will leave it. So, like, you can't even have it in your truck. Because if they check your truck, boop. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, Martin. I've been trying to make sure like, if it get a certain point, because I'm good for letting that thing go under half when gas was low. But now, that thing get this much from the full. I'm like, gotta get some gas because it costs more to fill that bad boy up. And so we got it. He's 5 hours from us. 5 hours? Wait a minute. That's 2. Take 2. Yeah, you might as well say 5 hours. 5 hours away. Yeah. Terry says, yep. we're seeing 10 cents and 20 cents increases. Yep. Last year gas increased in April, but the big jumps were in May. For yeah, the hotter it get, the higher it get. But y'all, let me get into this story. Let me pull it up over here. So I won't be able to see the comments while I'm doing it. So 10 grocery shortages we're already seeing in 2023. I just want to see if we're still seeing these shortages. Once I get done, y'all can let me know in the comments. Because this story was from January. Now, we're not that deep into 2023 yet, but like between store closures and shortages, and when you have shortages, your prices are going to go up. Like the other day when I went into the Aldi, I wasn't expecting, because honestly, when I go into the stores now, y'all, I'm really seeing the shelves look a lot better. But so I wasn't expecting to see the bread, because I haven't really heard. I know that there's a little bit of shortage of wheat still happening, but I didn't expect to see that in Aldi. Absolutely no bread. But yet they still had no sign up saying, we're rationing food. Because anytime you see a limit here, a limit there, because even in Sam's, they still have their eggs. They're rationing their eggs. Even though they have a lot of eggs in there, they still are rationing. So I guess they feel like they won't have any down the road, maybe. I don't know. So they have on this list, eggs being the first thing they have on the list. Are y'all seeing egg prices go up? I'm going to flip back over so I can see y'all comment. Are y'all seeing egg prices go up or down? Let me know. Because different Walmarts, I guess, different stores, period, I'm seeing something different. I went to Walmart in Hickory, and their prices, although they were $11, that's still cheaper than what they were a few months ago when I went in there, and it was like $25, $26, maybe $28. But then I went into a different Walmart in Lenore, North Carolina. Their prices were down. Now they're back up. They were like $18 just the other day. Is that $2.85 for a dozen, Scaredy Cat Gardner? I don't have a Piggly Wiggly, Jay. Only Piggly Wiggly I know of is in Columbia, South Carolina, and they only have one. Only said Pamela says down, high and steady. Jay says no. $1.99 a dozen today. That's pretty good. I haven't seen them like that. I think what I need to do is check, like, I don't like checking the Lowe's Foods, because Lowe's Foods, I really don't care for it, but that's the only store close to me, and I'll go there when I, don't want to drive 30 plus miles to get to the Walmart in any direction. Eggs and bread, Martin. There's a lot of people raises chicken here in Mississippi, $2 a dozen. That's what they're charging for their backyard chicken eggs. I thought about that. The other day, I had so many eggs because they are producing, like, I took eggs to 2 neighbors in the front of me and 1 neighbor behind me. I gave 2 dozen eggs to 1 lady and a dozen to the guy who lived next to her. And then I gave a dozen to the people behind me. So And every time I give people eggs, they be like, you need to, let me pay you. You need to be selling them. I'm like, no, we ain't selling them yet, but that time might come. Mm. Hey, Janice. Eggs went down a bit, now $4.99 for 24 count. Okay. Hey, Shunda. For 6 eggs at our Publix is $2.69. That's, wait a minute. You said 6. I was about to say that's reasonable. I was thinking a dozen. That's a lot. That's a lot. Cause I remember when, like, I literally went flipping back through my videos a few weeks ago just to see how much the 60 count eggs used to be in Walmart, because I used to do nothing. I used to do a whole lot of store walkthroughs. So I had prices, I could go back and, look through archives and see. And I'm like, wait a minute, these eggs used to be $5 and like 86 cents or 84 cents. And now they're at that point when I did it, they were like $18, $25 or whatever. And I'm like, are you serious right now? I mean, I know feed prices have gone up because of corn and stuff like that, but that's insane. So let's see what number 2 is on this list. They call it tinned fish. Who wrote this report? Canned meat, pretty much. Like sardines, smoked mussels, anchovies. I haven't had sardines in so long, and I have some downstairs in my basement in the my food pantry. Y'all, I need to go back and I need to go shopping. I went to use some grease last night and realized I didn't have any grease, and I don't even cook with grease. It's just that I wanted some fried wings. And I'm like, where is the grease? I said, Lord Jesus, next week I got to go shopping. We need paper towels, we need grease, we need all this other stuff. My shelves, I never stocked back up after summer. After summer last year. I didn't stock back up. I just said we're just going to eat through what we have. I won't do that again, because now I have to get a whole lot of stuff. So they're saying that's number 2. And then they got beef on the list. Now, beef. Depends on the store you go in. You can find a whole lot of hamburger meat. You can find roast. You can find beef stew. The prices have gone up. In Sam's, the prices of the beef stew and stuff like that, granted you do get more, those prices are still higher. So then, of course, they have the champagne on there, and it's more so just the things that give it the fizz. They have a shortage of that. Was it CO2? Lettuce is on the list. And honestly, they can keep their lettuce, because the lettuce, unless you're using it that same day you getting it or the next day, it's bad. It's wilted. Canned drinks and foods. Like what? Okay, so they're talking about the carbon dioxide that's short. That gives it the fizzies and the bubbles. Sunflower oil and palm oil. I can't say it's a shortage of that right now. Maybe when they did this report it was, but I'm seeing it in the stores. It's just the cooking oils cost way more now. Canola oil in Walmart is the jug about like this is almost $10 now. And then the vegetable oil that used to be $4.86, because I would stock up on that. Like I would buy 5 of them at the same time, but now I can't even do that because they cost $8. So I've been getting like the 2 containers from Sam's Club. I think they went up too, but that's about $13, maybe $14. And now I got to get 2 more of those, because I need 4 to stock up on. They do have bread and other wheat products. Corn is on this list. Oranges and orange juice. This list is kind of staying the same. But let me know what y'all are seeing. Let me go back to my, so I can see what y'all saying. Left my mouse pad downstairs. Okay, here we go. No, that ain't it. Oh, here we go. I'm live, babe. Let's see. Oh, I didn't see that, Jay. You said you still carry yours inside. They always ask and they tell me you have to turn it in and pick it up on your way out. What, they make you sign your gun in to when you go on base or something? KB Canner, hey, how are you? What'd you say, babe? Don't tell them, just ride in. No, you did that by mistake. Oh, stop. The prices are still outrageous high. Yeah. Cat cans, how are you? It went down a little bit and it stayed down so far. I'm in North Central Indiana. Okay. No. Okay, I saw that. KB Cannon says electricity in the Walmart in Lavine, Arizona went out and eggs and lunch meat were tossed out. Well, I don't know if you saw that video where I walked into the store before I could even get on an aisle good. I was like right there, you know, where produce is, and the lights just went out. So I don't know what's going on with the Walmarts. They ain't paying the electric bill. My husband said they ain't paying the electric bill. Don't be like that. I was trying to get him to come and say hey, but he don't want to do it. We had 2 stations with much cheaper gas through solar. A month ago went past. Okay, 1 dozen eggs was that. But that's still not bad. Okay, I gotta go down a little bit. Marie says every grocery item in our Walmart has gone up. What? 54 to over 300%. Canola oil in that size was about $9.99 by last April. Yeah, it was. I went, cause okay, when I was trying to say, okay, I don't have no grease. Last night I went to Lowe's Food. I did not want to go Lowe's Food, but that's what's by me. So I go in there and they literally had bottles that were this wide, this tall, for like $7.99. So I found the little tiny bottle for $3.99. We do need oils and fats. Maybe not as much as we typically consume, but still our bodies call. Yes, they do. Order online up curbside prices be cheaper on some items. Where you ordering at, daughter Zion? And make sure you look at your receipts and make sure, you know, they didn't overcharge you for stuff, because I'm seeing a lot of stories about that happening. And then I just did the story about Target now charging for their bags. They're automatically charging their online customers for 10 bags, and then you have to tell them that you don't want the bags for them to take it off, but they're going to automatically charge you for it. So everybody's charging for everything. Molly says 1 dozen eggs in my woman. Okay. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about. I want to talk to you guys. Thank y'all for supporting the channel, and go over this list to see if those things are still on here. And also, if you have any questions that you want to ask me because you're new and you don't know, I will try to answer them right now before I get off, because I need a nap. Hey, Keith. What you say, baby?
Nothing.
Yeah, they are. What story was that I did? I can't remember. It was maybe the day before yesterday. I did a story about Walmart and Target charging for the bags and charging for, well, Aldi's gonna be taking away some of their bags that they, you know, have up there for you to use, because you know they don't do bags. So they trying to just get away from plastic, period, I guess. Thank you, Martin. Thank you for helping me, sending me stories. I know I don't get to all of them because you have so many of them. It'd be so much happening. I'll be like, God, which one do I do? Which one is more relevant for what I want to put out? But I thank you for them. Lavender says, here in the upper Midwest, I only shop sales of everything unless I absolutely need it, which is rare. My pantry is stocked enough. I can finally shop this way. I was at that point too, but like I do have, I'm not gonna say I don't have any food in my pantry. I do. Do I have all of what I need to make complete meals? No, that is what I need to work on. That's gonna be the next thing for me. And I have to go shopping next week, so I'm gonna have to make a list. Definitely. Hey, Jessica from Minnesota, how are you and how is that weather? Hey, Brighter Days. Thank you. Oh, I can't lay down yet. I gotta go back outside. Did you look at my plants when you was downstairs? So I gotta go back downstairs. And I need to wash some clothes. What'd you say? Where's my suitcase? Because you never unpacked. This is stupid. Hey, Erica, how are you? My husband got no sense. Oh, my bag already half packed. This man didn't even unpack his stuff last week. Trish says, I can't wait till, thank you, Keith. I can't wait till it's time to plant starters, and also to see your garden. Listen, you and me both, Trish. I told you I'm nervous about it because this weather is so crazy. But I'm gonna put my stuff out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it out. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna start my watermelon seeds in about 2 weeks. It's snowing there in Utah. Wish you could warm up.
Utah sucks.
Baby, really?
Yeah, because it snowed when I was there the whole time.
Where your truck broke down at?
I'm glad they didn't bring down to Utah.
He talking about it snowed when I was in Utah. Oh goodness. Thank you, Mia. Going live makes me nervous. It really do. Jessica says it's a blizzard in Minnesota. My goodness. When does it warm up there?
June.
June? Get out. Yeah, this North Carolina weather is just, I don't
We got
know.
like 2 weeks of spring.
Who got 2 weeks of spring?
Up there, 4 weeks of summer.
In Minnesota?
In wintertime again. Yeah, no, man, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. So that's not even a long, you would need a like greenhouse there because that's not even a long growing season at all. Hey church. Thank you. Thank all of my cousins. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the thumbs up. Share the videos out. Help your girl. I'm trying to get to this 100K. It's taking me a long time to even get to 80. I'm thanking God for it. Definitely. But I need you guys to help a sister get out there. Hey G Mama, how are you? Oh, you like the shirt? Yeah. 88 degrees in West Virginia. Oh, yeah, it was 82 here today. It felt hotter though. That sun, I don't know. Brighter days, yeah. You gonna keep that look on your face. You live there, Thomas. You thought it was spring. It is spring, just not there. I guess I shouldn't complain about my weather. At least it's not snowing. Calvin, wait a minute, I missed somebody. I'll get back to you in a minute, Calvin. Debbie says just lurking, but wanted to say hello. Hey, Debbie, how are you today? How is your Throwback Thursday going? Thank you, Debbie. I know it be people in the bushes. It's all good. I like people in the bushes. They here. Calvin says, do you slaughter your own animals? I can't do that. I can't have animals because you get attached to them and then have to kill them. What'd you say, babe?
Don't name them.
My husband said, don't name them. That is how he deals with it. Don't name them. And I say a little bit of that, don't name them. Although I named the ones I know I'm not going to kill. I won't be naming their kits when they have them. And yeah, it'll be my first time, as you say, slaughtering, dispatching rabbits. So I'm nervous about that. I did order, what did I do with it, babe? my hopper popper. I don't know what I did with it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Huh?
Downstairs in the garage, probably.
I was over here.
Oh, that's stuff downstairs.
I took it downstairs?
Yeah.
I have to show them another live. I guess whenever I go live again, I will show it to you guys. But I bought a hopper popper, and then I bought and then you don't really need that to dispatch rabbits, but it looks more efficient and better than taking a club and hitting something over their head with. Cause shut up, babe. Yeah. I'll show it to y'all. I'm sorry. Could you please hush? I'm tired. Oh, I'm gonna pay for that one because I used the S word. Oh, thank you, only Pamela. Wish you were. Love Pug say, I wish you were my neighbor. We would get along great. That's nice, sweet. Uh-oh, this computer's acting up. Trying to figure out apartment gardening. So used to huge gardens. What have you done so far, Brighter Days? What do you want to grow? Start there and then figure out your spacing in your house or around your apartment. Because you can still grow. You may not be able to grow outward, but you can grow up. So they have tiers and stuff like that you can grow in. I saw it so sandy here in the Cedar River Valley. You add stuff to it, Keith? I'm actually going to add sand to when I do the watermelons, because I heard that they like a little bit of sand, I guess for the roots or whatever. So I'm going to add a little bit of sand to the bags. I'm just going to try to do it a little. Well, I've grown in actual soil bags. Like when I first started gardening, I just tried it just to see. And I grew squash in them. And you'll see that in like a little clip in the video tomorrow, towards the end of the video. I show some of last year's garden, and I also show, you probably seen it though, because I think I've had it in the outro or intro or something like that before, where you see the squash in the bag, and that's just regular soil. I just added a little, like I cut it on the top, and I added some fertilizer to it, mixed it around in there. But what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to dump the soil in the wheelbarrow, and those rice hulls that I bought, I'm going to add that to it, some blood meal, and then some sand, and I'm going to mix it up, and then I'm going to either put it in another bag, or I'm going to put it in some kind of flat container and try to grow the watermelon that way. Thank you, Trish. Kind of like deer though, because they're cute too. Yet also can wipe out a good chunk of the garden. Yes, they can. That's why I hope they don't get out. I watched a video of a guy making a garden bed from a free wood skid. I wish I was that mechanical to cut wood. My hands are bad. I am afraid I would cut myself with a saw. Well, don't do it if you're afraid to do it. No, I'm not going to say that, because I'm afraid to do half the stuff I do, and I still do it. Be careful if you do it. But you know, you can also, I know it's saving money, it's cutting trees out your own yard. But if you can't do that, if you can afford the wood, because wood costs so much now, they'll cut it for you at Lowe's and Home Depot. That's got some gardening, but I forgot to label them when they have been growing. Listen, even when I label my stuff in the beginning, some kind of way, the labels go missing. Whether it's the rain knocking them down or the wind blowing them, because when the wind blow here, it blows. Thank you, Chaser. I appreciate that. I hear you, Willow. To each his own. That's how it works. Crush up your eggshells and put them back into your soil, especially for tomatoes. Yeah, I have some eggshells already, like, waiting to go into the garden. They also work well with trying to keep the squirrels off of your beds, too, because they don't want to step on them. Jay says no, put it in like a shoebox. They have these things. Like if they put in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he keeps it in like some kind of case or something. I stay in South Carolina. At you every time you're on. Thank you, Chaser. Yeah, I lived in South Carolina my whole entire life. And then I waited till I got over 50 to move away. My husband over there snoring, y'all. I'm sorry. He trying to tell me it's time for me to get off. Because he's snoring. Oh, you got the rice hulls. This is my first time using them, but I saw this guy use them, and the way his stuff was growing, especially his watermelons, I was like, yeah, I'm going to order me some of those. Oh, wow, Jay. Really? I'm sorry to hear that. Not the chipmunks run off with the popsicle sticks. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Don't trust them young. I hear you. Hey, Blue Ridge Prepper, how are you today? Have no real place for a garden, but I'm thinking hard. I mean, you got herbs you could think about. Herbs. I don't know, do you have a terrace or a patio or something like that? You may be able to, you know, because you're gonna need some sun, and you're gonna need, like, say if you were growing, even if you're growing determinate tomatoes, ones that are not gonna get real big, you could grow those indoors, but you would need to be able to take them outside, or either you would have to do it yourself. Pollinate is what I was looking for. Find a way to keep the squirrels off my grapes. They eat them off the vines fast before they are even full. Wow. I don't know. I tried the netting, but try the netting. I tried the netting with my peach tree and it didn't work. But it may work for you. Thank you, Scaredy Cat Garden. I appreciate you being here. I'm about to head out to check on my husband over here snoring. Love pugs. Live in North Carolina, Paris Island, Cambridge, Low Country, child size. Yeah, my mom's down there now. Well, thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate y'all being here. I don't want to keep y'all any longer. And I need to go check on my starts that I have outside. And turn this light off so my husband can get some sleep. Hey, 6 Acres from Mississippi. How are you? Welcome. If y'all haven't hit that like button, hit it before you leave out. That does help this channel. Any video I put out, feel free to share it on your social media, wherever you want to share it, because that will help this channel grow. If you don't know, we're on the road to 100K. Not an easy thing to get to. Never thought I would get to where I'm at right now. So I am truly blessed and thankful for each of you, because you could be anywhere and you chose to be here today. And so I appreciate that. I do not take that lightly. That means a lot that you show up for me each and every time. So thank you guys so very much. And I love you. Remember, I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. When you are, go out and spread God's love. Peace, love, and light. Thanks for being here on Tommy's Carolina Homestead. Bye, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Yes, Keith, pray, plan, and prep. Those 3 P's are so important, especially today. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you, Trish, Blue Ridge Prepper, Roman, Coco, Shunda, Keith, Scaredy Cat Garden. My girl came in. Y'all need to go check her out. She is doing it up over there. She has 2 channels, but check her out. Chaser, Jay, Jessica, G Mama Grows, thank you so much for coming in. Love Pugs, Debbie, Chaser, Keith again. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Debbie, Willow, Jessica, Trish, Calvin, Brighter Days, Martin, I appreciate you so much. You know I do. Roman, I always love that name. Pamela, I appreciate you too. Hey VM, thank you. If I didn't say hey to you, hey, how you doing? I hope y'all having a really blessed week. Well, the week is about over, so I hope that your weekend is going to be blessed and that you guys stay safe. Get whatever it is you need to get done. No one is promised tomorrow. Hey, it's B. Kirkpatrick. How are you? I think I missed you in here, but hey, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Urban Gardening Chronicles. Church Bowie McClendon, thank you. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Lavender. I appreciate you for being here as well. I hope that I didn't miss you. And see, you said here in Upper Midwest, I only shop sales everything unless I absolutely need it. Just read my Pinterest. Yeah, I did read that one. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Hey, Terry, thank you. Hey, Gay, how are you? Jenny, how are you? Thank you for being here. Cat Cans, Madeline, Sandy. Brian and Robin, thank y'all so much. KB Canner, Daughter of Zion, I appreciate you, Jenny. Zefcha, I appreciate you. Cinder, thank you. Hey, how are you? If I missed you, Do not blame it on my heart. Blame it on mine. Blame it on these eyes that can't see. So, y'all take care. Stay safe. Again, I love you, but God loves you more.